I don't know, really big fan of what TES have put together. I think they have enough ability to create space with the fact you have the Crescent Guard. Talia's always pesky for a dash-based champion like Wukong to go through. A Scion's going to have a ton of health. This should really open up Kanavi if he wants to get some advancing wards down in that enemy jungle of IYY, but for now, gonna skip the crowd here. You see the flash from Dway, headbutt combination. JackeyLove gets thrown under his turret without even knowing what happens. Well, luckily, Bird's Wolf Summoners get back, and they have Kanavi here to cover. So Dway, who's a valiant heroic play on the Alistair, but just did not calculate for Kanavi to be in the area. That's first blood over to JackeyLove.
Oh, it's so close, though. I mean, look at how low HP JackeyLove is right now.
Trying to see if there's somewhat of a dive angle on a JackeyLove still without flash coming up, but Hong doing a really good job winning the information game, sniffs that one out. And like you mentioned, fizzles out any way to control the wave or even go for this dive. And IYY luckily gets the Scuttle Crab spawning, but outside of that, is going to make the call. We've got a bit of a Death Brush stacking up here. Care has Tippers and the stun available. Hong is going to sniff it out. IYY going to smite away the first grub here as Sheer has joined. There's the flash combo right on top of JackeyLove's head. Kanavi's head, he doesn't get a burn any summers. Goes down instantly. 369 going to be thrown back by the Nitovo, strikes all out, comes across here from Sheer as well. 369 has to flash over the wall as Tippers holds the rest of TES at bay. Dawing Shadow comes out. IYY's going to eat a stun. Great seismic shove comes out from Cream with a 3-man headbutt pulverized from Dway. Sends everybody else packing. Burning flashes, and finally the big Scion falls down. FPX not afraid of TES. Pick up 2 and get the Grubs on the way out.
Like you said, Kanavi got a Tippers dunked on him, and he had no room to ever get the Crescent Guard off there. A massive pick for Top Esports, getting 2 kills and all 3 of the Grubs. This is massive for this team. Being able to play on the side lane, it is so difficult for Cream. If he does not have his flash, you're going to constantly be dealing with this Annie. And K'Sante versus Scion is a very fun matchup for Sheer. He gets to bully the Scion even if he has an infinite amount of HP.
He's spawning onto the Rift, and IYY alongside Dway are going to work their way in here. Got to make sure to watch priority of that mid lane. Jachi's going to swing on over first. As we see a teleport come across Weaver's Wall, they're going to try to cut off Sheer, who does not have flash. Beautifully placed there by Cream. The Unstoppable is going to stop the flip back, but it's still a great pick there for the TES solo lanes as the Dragon is getting taken by Kanavi. So 2 for 1 right there on the bot side here and give over this Herald. They have clear vision on it, but Dway's Mark walking his way up towards the mid lane. IYY going to finish off the blue buff, but the stun comes off Care, and he immediately gets thrown by a great flick back by Cream. That's flash off the Annie. The Weaver's Wall going to come down. Cream really making sure there's no space for IYY to get in. Dway's going to fly, gets a flash headbutt, sets up the steal. IYY takes away the Rift Herald, puts the Cyclone down, and Hong has nowhere to run away. They're trying to trade back JackeyLove, but there's nobody else damage-wise that can get through. Kanavi's trade off on the back end as a Dawing Shadow comes across, but JackeyLove does not get hit by it. Be a real threat once a lot of big items come through, but in the present, seeing that Dragon taken by TES, FPX not in position to punish this. They're going to try and trade the mid-tier 1 turret. They're dropping the Herald, but there's a better Weaver's Wall coming out here from Cream. So the Herald is stuck in kind of no man's land, and Cream to get that first turret down. They're going to try and regroup as 5 and work their way through with a very tanky 369 holding the front line at first, but you got to wait for that Tippers, the Cyclone combo to come across. It's all a bluff, just poking down 369 slowly with the power of that Senna range. They're holding true to the river. The flash Tippers comes out from Care, and Cream immediately matches it. Big engage tool comes off the board for FPX as 369 throws himself into the fray. The all-out's going to pull both takes out of this fight here as the stun comes across to keep Jachi safe, but Kanavi just re-dashes right on top of the Senna. Both backlines are being dove at the same time, but JackeyLove comes over with the kill onto the flashless Cream and gets himself away from Sheer. The Braum concussive blows stack up. JackeyLove, enough damage? No! IYY drops his support. JackeyLove burns the flash. IYY hunts him down for the triple kill. Saves the fight for FPX. And now we're getting really short range by this point. Dway having to flash away from Kanavi. Can Kanavi bring it home with the wind becomes lightning. The health bars are so low. The Trickster comes out, but 369 shuts down Sheer, sets up the dive. IYY, your triple kill means Jack Squad. TES's jungle top lane rescue the fight.
In this matchup, FPX, a team that we were kind of writing off immediately. The eventuality of this game is still to be determined, whether or not Top Esports are actually going to be able to overcome some of the great team fights that we've been seeing from FPX. But now they have a Chemtech soul in their back pocket, and even than maybe some might expect. The jungle is obviously something that is going to be a bit gapped, as we said, but the solo lanes were where some of the strength maybe was going to come through.
Grubs. Since then, yep, really need more out of this Annie. The CS are setting up shop in this top River.
Uh-oh,
Coming behind though for Care. He's getting the stun down. Sheer is a double TP. They're going after Cream. Do they have enough damage though? Glacial Fissure comes out. Cream is still surviving, but he'll finally drop with very little value. Now Kanavi, he's stuck in the middle of all of FPX, but he's able to dash out, use Shui as an exit route, and now Sheer trying to hold the front line. 369 has a lot more health than Jackie Love. Immediate cleanse into the Care snare. That is a beautiful timer from Jackie Love. Finally, this Lucian gets to sing, and TES can front to back their way home. Jotzi doesn't have enough damage. IYY can't get in. Kanavi's diving him under the mid 2-1 turret. All right, slower breaks TES. We don't want to throw this, but finally he gets Jackie Love with him, and the wind becomes lightning at max range. Snipes out IYY. 4-1 kills. Top Esports starting to roll in this mid game.
It turns out when the tournament has regular season put in front of it, Kanavi is playing no games. He wants to make sure that he is on point. This is the regular season Kanavi that earned himself an MVP in split number 2. Kanavi doing a great job in this game and is really starting to push the limits despite an early game setback with him not being able to get that crescent guard like we saw. He has been near flawless so far in this game number 1. And now they're going to get themselves the Baron. They're going to move towards Otacon. And this timer for the Baron is going to run right into that Elder, spawning in 2.5.
Can we just soak in for a second, Alk, that we're going to have an Elder like basically at 30 minutes in this game?
He's doing very little damage, and instead of going for Infinity Edge, he has a rapid fire cannon. This is the big crux of the issue, and maybe why they're not actually going to be able to... If this was an Infinity Edge, I for sure believe FPX might have a chance here.
It's a great point, because where else is the damage going to come from? It's way too burst-oriented. With an Annie and a Wukong, 369 is never dying. The only hope is like we saw in that Dragon fight. 369, I mean, this guy is taking barely any of his HP down. He's been getting thwacked by all 5 members of FPX for a solid 10 seconds.
Beautiful movement here from Top Esports, playing on 2 lanes with the Baron buff, with Talia having ultimate. If they were actually able to tag maybe a little bit more damage, or if Cream really committed to sending the Weaver's Wall, I feel like more of FPX could have gone down here. Jway trying to find something, only gets 2 knockups right now.
Observers show FPX have no idea this big, bad furnace of a man is waiting off to the side. Hong and Kanavi can look for a way in. They're going to go right after Karras to drop the Timbers defensively, but Karras exhausted out of the fight. With because Lighten doesn't get the kill here, but where is the damage for TES? Kanavi 369 are surviving and thriving. Finally, Kanavi drops down, but Cream on the flank. Can he find a kill on any priority target? No, he's getting knocked out, thrown in the air, but it doesn't matter because Jackie Love comes through like a bulldozer to just drop FPX across the line. 3 kills instantly to the star 80 carry for TES, and we might not even need Elder to wrap up this game 1.
369 and the rest of Top Esports, it doesn't look pretty, it doesn't look clean,
fake out,
but they're gonna get it out. Oh my god, Cream!
Why? He just broke Cream's ankles.
I don't think it matters though. This game's over. You have double inhibitors coming on up. The only people alive are IYY and Jway. Jway, most notably, does have the smite, so he can clear the minion wave. FPX finally gets some breathing room here. But goddamn, dude, Jackie Love, he has come to play here in split number 3.
On the other side of the map here, FPX are making a bit of a desperate play. They're teleporting in. They've got 5 members here strong to at least get control of the
We're starting
now.
it. Why are we aggroing this? I guess they don't know. I mean, Cream's coming, but he's really far. There's a numbers advantage here for FPX. They have to be able to get this done now.
Navi throws himself in the middle of 2 members. Crescent Guard's going to go down here. We'll get Care on the flank. You need to kill off Jackie Love to have any hope here. Sheer goes all out, drops the stuns. Jackie Love, though, cleanses out of it.
No.
The stuns come across, sure. Jackie Love finally falls. Can FPX try and rescue the fight? No, they just don't have any
Look
damage.
At 369!
Look at 369! He's holding 2-3 members at will on his own. 369 just gobbling up FPX like dinner right now. There's the ace. There's game 1 wrapped up for Top Esports.
TES, you're so damn fine right now. Just being able to make magic work there. It looked a little sloppy, and again, these are some of the questions that we have for Top Esports, but for now, let's give them their praise. Let's give them an applause. They're going to take game 1 versus FPX.
Like you mentioned, Alk, it was a bit shaky in that early game, but they calmed down, redefined their play.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.